at the Meri Atelier, and today is December 14th. Welcome to my desk. Boy, do I have a lot that I want to get done this morning. I'm going to work on my calendar. I finished up my faux Polaroid pieces. I'm getting those ready to mail. I'm going to spray some envelopes to decorate them, spray them with walnut ink. I want to go through some Christmas boxes. I'm going to be doing a paper doll. I want to do some sketching. Hi, Arlene. Let me fix my camera here. I decided to do this a little bit different this morning. I'm learning on YouTube that the intros are going to be more important than the thumbnails. Let me get out to my channel so that I can see you guys on my tablet. Do the live stream.
Chop more than the onion.
Oh, I got my sound on. Hold on.
That's our priority. Walk into CHI Health.
Got the ad going. Good morning, Arlene. It's good to see you. Let me set the live chat to live. Let me set the quality to higher than 480 so that I can see myself, not my desk not blurred. And let me zoom in a little. Yes, I finished all my faux Polaroids. Well, it's pretty hard to regulate the zoom on a mobile, let me tell you. And let's see what I have going here. Fix my lamp. These four I'm keeping for myself. These are mine. I'm going to put those in my journal. These three go to Nettie because she was so kind to, when the giveaway popped up, Becky had entered in a number and it was just one short and Nettie won it, and she said, give it to Becky for Becky's mother. And so I just made an extra set for Nettie. So these go to Nettie. Then, oh my goodness, you guys, I have a set, 4 sets that I made for giveaway. 1, 2, and there's the third one there. We're just going to leave it there. There's 3 there. There's, I made a 1 ATC for everybody in the swap. There were 11 of us, but 10 here, 11 counting myself. And then, this is for the other giveaway person, the 4th giveaway. And then I drew a random org assigned me Janet and Shannon Pratt. So I have envelopes for Shannon and Janet and the giveaways, but I don't have envelopes for the 10 extras. So all of these and Nettie's are going to be put in envelopes today. They probably won't go out in the mail until tomorrow, though. And then I will need to finish up my Christmas cards. I tell you, I got kind of slow this weekend. Hi, Arabella. Good morning, good morning. Aw, that was the faux Polaroid ATC swap. Yeah, I just had to start a swap in December, right before Christmas. Now, the other thing I'm working on, let's see if I can find it here. I want to show you some of my finishes here. This is a holder for my phone, for the one up there. I don't know if it'll hold this larger phone or not. It might. This one's a little bit wider after I get it past the top. Yeah, it will. I'm practicing my knitting. So, and this yarn is a Premier puzzle yarn, and I've had some left. It looks like I have a pretty little design in there. But it's good enough, and then I even made a drawstring for it. So that's finished. And my scarf is finished. I showed this before. My hat is finished. And I have plenty of yarn left of this same yarn. So now, what I'm doing now, this is all knit. I'm crocheting, and I put a link to the pattern. This is by Bag O' Day, and she did a glove tutorial with fingers. Now, this yarn, when you crochet it up, is pretty thick. It's pretty thick. So what I'm going to do is make fingerless gloves. She gives really good, clear instructions, and I'm ready to start on the index finger here. And it's very simple. I worked this up starting about 8:30 last night. And, well, I crocheted until about 10:30, 12:30. I can't remember when I quit. 11:30, I guess I quit. I crocheted for about 3 hours on this. And I've got the other side to do. Now, my only thought is when am I going to hit this blue again? Because I want my left hand to match my right hand. So I do have another ball of this. I do see some blue in there. No, that's white. So I might have to unwind this until I get to this color and this color again to get to that. I think I'll have enough tan to do the fingers because I'm only going to go up maybe a couple more rows, maybe about 5 more rows just above the knuckles here, I think. And my little finger is bent. So it will probably take the same number though. So, but I'm very, very happy with Crystal at Bag O' Day, her tutorial. If you're just a beginning crocheter and if you want a pair of gloves, I would really recommend this because this is all single crochet. You single crochet to make the cuff. You just single crochet in the back post, and then you turn it and single crochet in the back post again, in the back loop, like I say the back post, but it's really the back loop. The little loopy doopy here. There's a back one and a front one, and you crochet through the back one. And I did have to, because this yarn is thicker, she said to do 26 rows. I had to shorten that to 22 rows because this yarn is thicker than what she used. And I also had to decrease a little in here because you can see it's still kind of wide, but I'm thinking that width will be taken out in the finger there. But I had to decrease some in here. And I think that's just because my yarn is thicker, but I wanted it to match my scarf and hat and my phone case. So that's what I've been working on. I am working on my crochet crowd snow and chocolate, Christmas snow and chocolate, something like that. Holiday snow and chocolate. It's a Afghan. And I'm getting pretty far on that. My brother looked at it today and he said, "Are you done with it now?" I'm going, "No, I still have some left to do on it." So I'm working on that. So let me say hello to everybody who's come in. Arlene and Arabella and Kimberly. Hi, Kimberly. Kimberly, I have mail from you to open. Thank you so much for the mail. I'm going to be sending out Christmas cards later this week. And I'm sending out, I was going to send to everybody in the group, and I'm still going to do that, but I'm going to send first to everybody who sent to me. Oh, there went my phone. Let me get that before it falls on the floor. Put it in a safe spot. There is no safe spot in this room, let me tell you. Arlene says, I rarely do swaps, only private ones, because when I agree to something with a deadline, my health says, oh yeah, watch this. Yeah, I understand, Arlene. I understand perfectly. I don't have health issues, but I have commitment issues. I usually make my swaps even though I'm late on some of them. I email the person and say, I'm not going to make the deadline. I'll mail it out within a certain amount of time. And they're usually okay with that. But I made all these faux Polaroids, and I was doing it, it come to a total of about 33 of them. And I thought, Meri, how do you get yourself into these messes? How do you do this? And I know how I do it. I get over enthused. And so starting next year, even if I'm going to be very careful what swaps I join. And I am generally pretty careful what swaps I join. But I'm cutting down on big projects, huge projects, a month long. Now I'll still do my journaling, my art journaling. That won't be completed in a couple days or a couple weeks. My art journaling will continue across the year. But, and then when I do projects like ATCs and that and get them ready for giveaway, before I have the giveaway, I'm going to make sure the projects are done or nearly done. I seem to have the giveaway mid project, and then I'm struggling to get it done, although I'm going to make my own deadline here. The deadline for this is between, I think, the 13th and the 16th. I'd have to look at the calendar again. But before Christmas. And these really are not Christmas ones. Some of the folks that are doing them with a Christmas theme, but they don't have to be Christmas. It is very soft yarn, Kimberly. It's really pretty yarn. Hi, Carol. Welcome, welcome, Carol. It's good to see you. So, I think I've welcomed everybody. I thought what I'd do every morning now, I'm going to do my scrappy calendar. Now, this is December 12th, and today is the 14th, so I have a couple days to catch up on. And I'm just going to use scraps off of my desk. Let's see, some of them may have to be cut. This looked like it might have been a dress, but I think it was really a scrappy scrap. So I'm just going to cut this here. And my goal is, if you watched me, I think it was a year or so ago, I did an entire, I should get that out. It's way on top of my bookcase over across the room. I saw it there the other day. I should do a flip of that, a Friday flip. Maybe I will. But let's put this here. And I don't mind if things pop out. And I think I'm going to put this on with tape. Yeah. And the Rolodex card too. The Rolodex one. The Rolodex one, I think I did scrappies, but I also did Tim Holtz people with the feet first. Remember that? It's sitting over there too. It eventually got so much in it that I really couldn't fill up the entire Rolodex because I had so much in it. It was getting fat. Let's see, how can I do this? I'll cover that up. Let's cut these off. So it's just a way to use up table scraps. Let's see. I think I'll save this for another day, or maybe tomorrow, or the 13th. I have 3 that I need to do today. And it doesn't take long to do this. It's really kind of fun because it gets me moving in the morning. And it doesn't have to, it doesn't have to be anything. What it has to do is use up stuff. Use up all these little bits and bops. I think I'll put another piece of, well, that's gonna cover up my text. Let's cut this flower off here. And let's just move it down. Yeah, I kind of like it moved down. So I did not go live yesterday. I was awake. I just couldn't make myself move. I just said, I don't want it. That was just the entire truth. And I think part of it was I still had those about 5 faux Polaroids to finish up. And man, I tell you, that was really dragging me down. Oops, that one's empty. Where's the full one? It was just dragging me down. And I got in here later in the day and finished them up. And it's just like it's a load off of my mind. These are kind of ones that didn't make the cut here. Dragonflies that didn't quite make it. That's about all I need on there, I think. So the verse says, I can chase freely after my dreams, knowing that your loving arms are there to catch me if I stumble. I like that. This is more of a friendship one, though. This is December 13th. It says, it's a friendly heart that has plenty of friends. William Makepeace Thackeray. So it's a friendly heart that has, how about putting one of these clusters that I made? Or make a cluster. I put my my puzzle tree out on the TV, explained to my brother what it was. He said, did you make that? Oh, I kind of like this, but it doesn't quite fit. I got strings hanging here. Maybe over here. Now, I don't know if this will stay with tape, but I'm going to put tape on it first. And then if it falls off, I'll glue it down. Oh, look, I tore it. We'll have to take care of that in, what is it, February? Or maybe I can move this down there a little. There we go. And let's put a couple dragonflies on. That's a flower that's had one of his petals chopped off. We'll put it at the edge. A little dragonfly is going to be flying in from the edge because he's got a wing that's chopped off. There, it looks like he's flying in. Got another dragonfly here, and I think that's the end of my dragonflies. What else do I have here? Buttons. Well, here I got some. What's this? It's just it's a vase, a vase. We'll put this on it. And this is December 13th. So we just have today's yet to do. And this is the 14th. And it says, together friends find adventure where others see only routine and find fun in what everybody else thinks is work. What do I have? I have some words. I've already got words on there though. I have a piece of plastic hanger. Oh, I have 14. Look, it's a 14th and I have a 14. Let's put it on there. That just happened. I wasn't even planning that. There we go. And I don't know about the buzz. I guess I could put it down here or over here. And we'll put something in it. Let's just put some glue here. And do I have a flower or something? What do I have? I've got this. What's over in the scraps over here? Got some lace. Oh, I've got a piece of, we'll save that for maybe tomorrow or one of the following days. Let's just put it in there. Batik. What else do I have? Here, I got some Crayola. You want Crayola on there? Well, of course. We'll put that right in there. Maybe up a little. Snip this off. Oh, no, let's put it like that and snip it off up here. Okay. We need this glued down just a little bit more here. I got a thread on my finger. So I want to welcome everybody in. I hope your week is going well. I saw where Becky said she's going to take the next 2 weeks off and work on Christmas gifts. So she won't be streaming today. Here's some floral. I put that floral under there. Do I have any more of that? I do. No, that's Crayola. Oh, I'm looking. I got some Christmas. We'll save the Christmas out. I'm looking for stuff. Scraps. Do you think I could find scraps if I wanted them? I want some floral. Let me look over here. What do I have? Got some wallpaper. Let's tear. Let's take this off if I can. Oops, I tore. I want flowers. Just using scrap stuff. And we'll save this for another day. And let's put this back on. And I'm just using a glue stick. Seems to do good for these. And then we'll put my vase in here and let that rose come out of the vase. And then I'll have some hanging over the side here. But I generally have found out that what I have holding around the side, I take care of it when I get to January or February. So let's save this and this for tomorrow. And there's today's, December 14th. We got Crayola and a vase with a rose coming out of it. And I'm just using up scrappy scraps. All right, so there's that. Shall I save these? I'll put them over here just in case I want them tomorrow. I don't know. I think that's kind of dry around the edge there. Kimberly says, wowie, Arabella, the 9th. What did Arabella say? I love that. I only have one name, but I'm happy with it. My late aunt who traveled heard my name and told my mother. Since I am the 9th child, my parents asked family members for inspiration. Wow, the 9th child. Did Jacqueline come in? There's Becky. Hi, Becky. Oh, Becky came in. She says, I'll be back. I'm talking to Scott. Arlene says she'll be back in a few minutes. Hi, Nikan. Welcome, Nikan. Hi, Rhonda. It's good to see you, Rhonda. Arabella, thank you. I hated my name growing up between people singing, Help Me, Rhonda, and being called Rhonda Honda. Now I love it. I'm named after both my parents. Oh, well, that's cool, Rhonda. It's good to see you. Becky said she's got to focus on gift making. No scheduled live for me for the next 2 Wednesdays. Who else did I miss? Rhonda, Nikan, Kimberly, Arabella, Carol, Arlene. I thought somebody asked about Jacqueline. Oops. Let me go down to the bottom. There's Randy. Randy, I saw you were on. I almost popped in on you, but I was watching. I was actually working on my fingerless glove. Wow, 10 of your mothers and 3 adopted children. That's interesting. I'm doing pretty good. I had a few, the last couple weeks I hadn't been sleeping well, but I really got caught up on my sleep. I've been drinking lavender and chamomile tea. I have coffee this morning, but I've been drinking that lavender and chamomile tea, and that's really helped me. It's really relaxed me, and I've been catching up on my sleep. So I feel pretty good now. I'm hoping to, and I'm drinking coffee this morning, but I can drink coffee before noon and it doesn't bother me. Drink my coffee before 7 or a little after. Well, good morning to everybody who's come in. Let's do my Christmas boxes. I have a couple Christmas boxes. I've been doing a Christmas box every year. These Christmas boxes are not as full, and I don't think my Christmas box from this year will be as full. I might have a few things, but most of my Christmas will be things because I haven't been buying. I haven't been going shopping other than what I got last month at Keisha's. So most of my Christmas will probably come. I noticed I was going through my little inventory book, and I noticed I had several Christmas things that I put in inventory boxes. I'm going to dig those out and put them in this year's Christmas box. But I have a couple. I think this first one I'm going to show you was last year's. And I'll be lucky if I get one this size. This is not a big one. I'm zoomed in. Zoop. Oh, you see me. Let me zoom out a little here. Or zoom in. Zoom in, zoom out. Zoom in, zoom out. Baby, it's cold outside. Let's zoom. You can usually get these boxes either at Dollar General or at Joann's. You can get them at Hobby Lobby too, but I don't know. I'm having a hard time here. Hold on. Well, I'm just going to let you see me. Oh, no, I'm not. Let me turn the calendar. Or the camera. There. You'll see my over the cliff. This is last year's box. And I'm going to keep it this way because that's generally what I have. And I like it because it's got the same design on the front and the inside lid. And like I said, it doesn't have a whole lot in here. You can see I got a couple Dollar Tree. There's a mailbox, $1. I might make it to the Dollar Tree before Christmas. Here's some wrapping paper. Dogs and kitties. I think these came from my brother's ex-wife who passed away. Peace on earth. Lighthouses. Lighthouses could make nice. I wish I could get an oval punch. I've been looking for a smaller oval punch that I make those scissors, those little interactive scissors, and I only can find the little tiny circle punches. I can't find the little tiny oval punch. I didn't look online though. And let's see, what else do I have in here that's, oh look, we'll save this out. for my calendar maybe. Some wax paper, some tissue paper. I probably used it in my journal. We'll say that out as napkin. Wax paper, a mailing label from Dana. Huh. Goodfellows. Dictionary companies choose the same word of the year, pandemic. We're done with that. Some more wrapping paper. That would make pretty washi tapes, wouldn't it? That would make pretty washi tape. I might save this out. Use a little of it. Uh-oh, there's addresses. Oh, well, she's no longer there. These addresses are for my sister-in-law who no longer is alive. So, some gift tags. A calendar for 2020. Pretty calendar. Got some Christmas socks with the Santa Claus, little footsie socks. I never wore them. I'm going to crochet some socks. Maybe I'll crochet them out of my extra yarn. Some Jolly Holiday snowmen. Oh, here's an angel. Looks like it goes on a calendar, or oh, it goes on a tree, I guess. 50 cents. I either got it at Goodwill or an auction someplace. Probably Goodwill. Some gold bulbs I was going to put on the Charlie Brown tree. Here's a choo-choo train under the trash. Some red apples. I wanted red apples. 50 cents. Look at like this Kmart. I think I probably got that at the thrift store. I think I probably got all of these at this. Some jingle bells. I think I'll save those out. What else is in here? Notepad. I'm going to save that out. Christmas lights. I forgot it. Those take batteries, though. And some bells. No, yeah, they've got a clapper. Bridal boutique. They're bridal bells, but you can use them. They're silver. You can use them for Christmas. And this looks like tissue paper. Gold. Or craft. No, gold. Oh, and some bling. Let's keep the bling out. So that was from last year. I'm going to put this all back. I should mark 2021 on here somewhere. Maybe in the lid. I should sort out these boxes and where they're from. Couple tags. Did I save out? I thought I saved this out. Let's save out that gift wrap. So that was all from last year. I might find something and put in there yet. I have some stuff I can put in that I took off of the Charlie Brown tree. A little dusty. All right, then I have a box from 2018 that is also kind of empty. Not much in it, but let's look at it. I don't think I've looked at it this year. It's a little heavier, but it's mostly papers and stuff. Yeah. It's a little heavier. I like this box. I think I probably got this one at Joann's. I was still talking to Joann's in 2018. This is my 2018 December daily. I did a card journal. Looks like I put cards in the back of it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and these open up. These open up. I don't know if I have anything in it, but the envelopes open up under the tag here. Ho, 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 ATC from Kathy. I think it's Kathy Whitney. 6, red truck. 8, let it snow. December 2019. Here's a bobby pin. When I was still making my bobby pins by poking holes in the papers. 10. Dear Carol. Oh, this was a Christmas card to Carol. This was an old card. I think I got some older cards from when I was hanging out with Jerry Bellini. I ordered some Christmas cards from her. This was a angel I made out of coffee filter. Just things I don't have. Things, you know, it's just a card journal. I didn't really fill anything out. My handmade cards were made from an art prompt background and collage Christmas napkin. I made about 28 Christmas cards this year. And this was one of the facing of one of my cards that I sent out. And not all these cards are cards that I received. They're just card fronts and everything that you can use. 18, there's some pretty socks, skates on a sled. It's always kind of a fun, I kind of did this, I think, at the last minute, so I really didn't journal a lot in it. I just made it. I think I got this deer from Lucia. She sent me some pretty embossed papers. Snowman. Papers. Notepad there. Kitty cat. Socks at the end. Looks like somebody made those. Did that come from somebody? Oh, I don't think so. Oh, Kendra Collins. I put that on the back. But I don't think these others were from anybody. If they were. Oh, this one's from Kathy Whitney. She probably recognizes it too. And here's, I made this year I made and this is upstairs with the Christmas tree decorations. I made a great big swag and hung it. We've got an arch. There's an arch here in between my studio and the living room, and then another arch between the living room and the dining room. And then another, it's not an arch, but it's got 2 wooden columns kind of setting off a little, I think it used to be a porch, but they covered it and made it inside, and I put this one out there in the dining room. But I must have had, close to 20 of these, and I saved 2 of them off. Angels made out of coffee filters and lace. I saved 2 for my Christmas box. And this, I believe, is a Thomas Kincaid Christmas book that I just haven't had the heart to tear up yet. I think that's Thomas Kincaid. Let me make sure. I get them mixed up. Spirit of America. I don't know if this is all Thomas Kincaid. I think there are different artists in here. It reminds me of Kincaid. I see different artists in there, though. This is just a black envelope. I think I'll save this out. I was going to do one of those trees on there. I painted the envelope and never got the tree done. And this is just a book that says Joys of the Season. It's just a book cover. We'll keep that out. I think this is a Meri Engelbreit. Meri Engelbreit. Another one I didn't have the heart to cut up yet, but I used the cover, I think, for a journal cover. Meri Engelbreit. And a pretty envelope to Meri. Oh, look, here's a Dee Dee hedgehog. Dee Dee was painting animals that year, 2018, and she did a hedgehog for me. Hee hee. Oh, got my address on there. Oops. And this looks like a tag. I don't think I made it. Did I make it? No. Barb Fillion tag. And I think that's probably what it came in, was a Santa Claus napkin. What else is in here? A Christmas card from Annie V. So here are the Christmas cards, some of them that I got. I have to be careful that I'm not. This is one of my favorite ATCs. We did this. I was still hanging out with Jerry Bellini, Recycle Parts for Art. And we had we did Zoom meetings. And this is a little shopping bag. And what you put in it, this was mine, my idea. What you put in it were things that you were thankful for on Thanksgiving. Little shopping bag ATC. And the same way with this. This was a little stuffed sock. And you're supposed to put things in here that to give away, things that you either want or you want to give. And I just hot glued this together, I think. I might have Elmer's glued it together. Looks like I put fine liner acrylic on it. This is just M, probably gifted to me. This is a beautiful card. This came from I think it was sent to me in Happy Mail, but there's as a blank card. I don't think I bought it. I think it was just sent to me. Somebody sent that to me. It's very dimensional. It's a Wendell card. This is from 2018. Here's a scrappy ornament that I made. Merry Christmas. I like to go through these boxes and remember things from past. Merry Christmas. Let's see who this is from. Barb. I think this is Barb Fillion again. And I'm not going to show the front. It is. It's Barb Fillion. Oh! Snapped shut on me. Some more Christmas cards. Oh, Christmas cards. I don't think all of these were, some of these were from Jerry's box that she sent. These are just faces. They're cards to play with for your art. These aren't cards that... This one might be. No, these are just words. I was cutting out words. I was playing. This one is from Sherry. Boy, I don't see her around anymore. Sherry, I forget her last name, but she gifted me some canvas pads. Here's some tags. Snow globe penguin, a little gingerbread man, and a penguin. I'm going to save that out for inspiration. This is a tag from I don't know who, but it's pretty. I didn't make it. Please sign your artwork. This is another one of my stuffed envelope. This was a stuffed card, and this was a turkey plate, and I stuffed it just with scrap tape. I did what I called stuffies. And this is November 17th, 2018. Happy Thanksgiving. Stuffed turkey. This is from Becky. Hi, Meri and Dawn. Again, thank you two so much. I want to thank you for some art journals, art-filled journals back to these three wonderful gals. Oh, Becky had a journal swap, and some lady, international lady, kept all the journals. So we had to fill in for, well, we didn't have to, but we did make sure that everybody in the swap got a journal. If anybody does that in Fib Diggity, they're getting kicked out. No, you know, if you don't honor your swap, you know, I understand being late, but if you're going to be late, let your swap partner know you're going to be late. And generally people, especially this time of the year, understand. But, you know, if it comes, and especially if the host, I think Becky said she emailed this person several times, never got a reply. We don't know. She could have passed away. She could have moved something. I mean, she was international. So maybe she couldn't afford the postage back. But if she was able, she should have let Becky know. And anybody that does that in Fib Diggity is going to get kicked out. We'll give you time. I mean, but 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, and you still haven't done anything, well, you've had enough time. Meri says, 'tis the season. This is from, I'm not sure who that's from. I want to say Dawn. To Meri. From Mindy. From Mindy. We know who Mindy is. Mitzi Mindy. That's the only Mindy I know. And this says, my car. That's one of the things I was thankful for. So that was from 2018. And we're going to put this stuff back in. And I can't fill all this up, you know, because I could get a smaller box, and I might buy a smaller box for these and then use this one for this year, or a smaller box for this year too, because I'm not going to have as much to put in it. Let's see, I'm keeping out the envelope. I'm keeping that for inspiration. My swag is going back in. I'm keeping this out for washi tape. This out for decoration. This is notepad. I'm going to keep the jingle bells out. I might do something with jingle bells. And I'm going to keep the tissues out for my calendar. Now, where am I going to put it all? Let's see, I have a Keisha sack up here. Let me put it in Keisha's sack, because I'm not going to use it all right now. So there are the Christmas boxes. I think since November I've gone through all of them. Let me look at chat. Rhonda says, I walk by my art room and just wave to it. You know, Rhonda, I kind of sympathize because when I come in here in the mornings, I don't come in here the rest of the day. I did today because I wanted to finish up my Polaroids, but and yeah, I kind of waved to it too. But that's good. That really was more spring and summer. Now that it's getting winter, I'll probably spend more time in here. I'll probably spend more time in Anne's Thursday crafting chats because I can't be outside. So, uh, and I'm not driving. I'm not going any place. I'm saving on gas big time. Hi, Mina. Hi, Jacqueline. Becky said, I try to have things made before I offer to swap. I owe two people two HCCs and need to make them up some nice envelopes for their patients. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do next year, Becky. When I have a giveaway, I generally, you know, the swaps, you really can't get anything made up ahead of time. Well, you can if you know the swap is coming and they haven't assigned the partners yet. You can, but that's really a good idea to get those things made up. But I'm the next year, before I even have a giveaway, I'm not going to have a giveaway till I have everything made. You know, and I'll just work on it. And after everything's done, including envelopes, then I'll have the giveaway. And because I think that's part of what, you know, and I have so much. Like I got 33 things that I'm sending out, plus all my Christmas stuff. And, you know, that's kind of put a damper on my spirit. So things are going to change for me next year. I'll still be doing my streams and all of that, but I'm going to change my mode of operation. I'm not happy with how I'm dragging myself down. And it's, you know, it's nobody's fault but my own, and so I'm going to put a stop to it. Rhonda says, oh, Arlene, I wish I knew you were working on watercolor. I could have saved you some frustration. Arlene said she took a watercolor class last night and learned the reason I can't get anything to look nice is because I'm using crap paper. It really does make a difference. Well, I probably use craft paper too, but you know what? I like Walmart's. I really wouldn't call it crap paper. I think it's just as good as the Strathmore. This Be Inspired, you can get this at Walmart. And you get 50 sheets for about $10. Now it's cheaper, but it's really, it's nice watercolor paper. It's thin. It's got a nice, it's just as nice as Strathmore. And I was comparing it to a Strathmore watercolor pad. This cost about $10. The Strathmore watercolor pad was about $7.50. And I think it only had 25 sheets in it, about 25 sheets. It was much thinner and more expensive. But I do like this. And I like to use it on things like, well, like my paper dolls and not just, because I don't do a whole lot of watercoloring. I do watercolor, but I don't, you know, I'm not a watercolor artist. But I would say try this brand if you happen to go to Walmart. It is I like it. I don't know, a professional artist might have something to say about it, but it's nice. It's nice paper. I like to use it for my ATCs and postcards. And okay, let's see, what else am I missing out there? Rhonda Arabella says, oh, hi. She says, hello, Jacqueline. One of my sisters has the same name. Jacqueline's here. Jacqueline says she's been working and lurking. That's quite all right. Nina popped in. Becky says she tries to have things made before she offers to swap. Rhonda said she walks by her art room and waves. Becky says, we learned our lesson with that one. Expensive for me, too, as I was the one mailing overseas. And yeah, and you mailed, what, about 5 or 6 of those journals to her? You never heard back from her. She was young. She is not in my group anymore. Well, yeah, and nobody's going to stay in my group that does dirty tricks like that. Now, if she was young, maybe she meant well and couldn't follow through, but she should have let you know. She should have let you know. But maybe she didn't even have the money to if she was young, she may not have the money to return them. I don't know. Arlene dropped the link to Jerry Bellini's channel. Recycled Parts to Art. I used to hang out with her a lot. We had a parting of ways, though, because she was more business oriented than me, and which is quite all right, but you know, everything was business, and I wanted the more social interaction like what we do here. And she was okay with that as long as it was business, social. I couldn't do that. So it was hard at the time, but she's an all right gal. We just thought differently. And I seem to run into a lot of people that I think differently from. But that's okay. We all think differently. If we didn't think differently on different things, we would be boring each other. She should be making more journals. I mean, more art, but I don't know. I'm not even going to go there anymore. All right. Now I want to work on my sketch book here. My coffee's getting cold. I quit buying half and half. It's okay at Walmart. It's still pretty cheap. Half and half is still halfway cheap. Not, it's more expensive than it used to be, but boy, at our grocery store, that half and half is like $5 for the store brand, for the best choice. I'm not going to pay $5 for a carton of half and half. I'll drink my brother's whole milk. I'm going to sketch. I think I'll do, I need to work on this lady more. I want to work on her lips. I'm not happy with her lips. I'm not good with open mouths, but I'm not going to work on that today. We're going to do something different today. I'm going to bore you with that lady. Where'd I put my phone? We're going to do that lady, but we're going to do her in a different pose. Let me get my phone out, clear all the notifications, and go to Rebecca Felton. Let's see if I can go back one here. No. Hold on, let me get her wiki page. Rebecca Felton. Rebecca Latimer Felton. Wiki is not for sale. And then they're asking for donations on Wiki. This is her, an elderly picture of her. An elder, well, she's elderly anyway, but this is a different picture of her. Newspaper article. Oh, hold it. They changed the pictures. Here, Rebecca L. Felton. I don't know if that's the same. Come on. If I got another picture of her. Well, I had one where she was standing up. Huh. I should have saved them. If I don't save them, then I lose them. See if I can find any more here. United States Senate. Wiki. And, well, I guess got some weird site. Wikidata. Oops. They all have the same picture. I had another picture of her. There she is, younger. I like that picture of her. First woman senator. Well, let's go back to this one. Let's just do this one because that's got a face that's in profile. I'm probably boring you guys. Becky says she finds a lot of art papers while thrifting. Oh, Becky. First thing I do when I get my driver's license is go thrifting. That's the first thing I'm going to do. I'll probably take a Tuesday and try the Goodwill bins in Nebraska, if they still have them by that time. Oops, I'm getting these messed up. Looking for a pen, my black pen. One of these. Which one is black? Are you black or blue? You're blue. Or are you black? That one's blue. They're both black. We'll try this one. All right. I just want to do, I like to sketch in this big book that Renee at Little Red Wagon gifted me. So it's got 600 pages. Probably, I didn't count if it's 600 one way or 300 one way, but I'm doing front and back. Just practicing my sketching again. This is not Rebecca Felton. This was off of a photograph that I have. That was my 4th Art Saturday with the eye. Mark Twain quote says, "You cannot depend on your eyes when your imagination is out of focus." So keep your imagination in focus. And here's where I'm working on the angle of the face and the eyes. I mean, I'm getting better. That's my squirrel. And I like this one except for the lips. I don't like the lips, so I'm going to work on the mouth, but not today. We're going to work on this. So she's looking off this way. Not terribly. I mean, it's not 45-degree angle. Maybe, well, maybe about 3 degrees. She's not the political she of Georgia. So she's from Georgia. By the way, Kimberly Ray's son, does anybody know how bad the tornadoes were between Florida and Georgia? Kimberly Ray, the last time I streamed, I think it was Sunday night, asked for a prayer for her son who was going to be traveling between, he should be back home by now. I don't know if she's listening or not. I hope that he didn't get caught in any tornadoes along the way. His buddies were traveling. All right. So I'm going to try to get the head looking off over this way. And you can kind of see a little bit of the eyebrow, not much. And then you get that wonderful nose coming down. Kind of comes down in a curve. Maybe I should expand this a little. So it kind of curves down. And you only see just a little bit of the eye here. Just a little bit of it. And a little bit of the eyebrow there. And the forehead comes up this way. And then her other eyebrow starts right about here. And it's shady. But it's lower. And her eyebrow almost, you don't see much of her eyelid in there. You just see a little bit. And she seems to be a younger lady here because she doesn't have as many wrinkles on her face as she did in that other photo. Her eyebrow comes way down here. And it gets real heavy up in here. Should I zoom in a little so you guys can see it a little better? I don't know how much you're seeing. There. Carol says, Arlene, each type of paper reacts differently, just like the different paints. You will find what works best for you. Many watercolor artists, Rhonda says, many watercolor artists do praise that B paper. I believe you can find it on Amazon. I find it at Walmart. I bought it when Walmart was selling it in packs of 2. They must have had it just when they were introducing it, I think. And then I think I got it for a pretty good price then, is why I bought it, just to try it. And I liked it, so I bought some more of it, but it had gone up in price since then. Which is still pretty inexpensive. It's nice. I like it. I think it's nice paper, or nicer paper. It's not Arches by any means, but who can afford Arches? Only if you're serious. Seriously serious. All right, she seems to have a little bit of eyelid under here. And a little bit going in there. Now her nose comes down maybe right about to there. Could be a little lower, maybe not though by the time I get. Let's do more of these curls here. Here, and then in here. Now the face is wider over here, and I keep wanting to squeeze up that space, but because she's at an angle, she's at a portrait, so her ear, I would say half of her head that shows is the face. The other half is side of the face and then the ear. So I think her hair could come down this way a little bit more too. Because if you say that's half, well then the other half is over in here. And her ear is lower than her nose. So her ear is coming down in here. So how much lower though? Not a whole lot lower. So if I put her nose, I'm really bad with noses. I'm still learning noses. Put her nose there and her ear down in here. Is that sort of right? And that sort of works with this. Hair goes up this way. And then she's got her cap on, or whatever she's wearing, head dress. And it actually comes down like that. And goes up this way. You kind of see a hair there. And it actually comes up, and then there's sort of another piece that comes there, and this is all dark. And then our head comes like that. And it looks like it might have a tie or something in the back there. You don't see much of that. Comes down. Okay. So her ear gets shaded in here, like how many of you have been watching Christmas movies? I've been enjoying Christmas movies. I watched one yesterday afternoon, well, really yesterday evening, while I was crocheting. And was all about a girl who was put in a boarding school probably in the 1900s. I think the year they said was 1900. And she had a Cherokee uncle. And the lady that was running the boarding school told her not to talk too much about her heritage at that boarding school. Anyway, there was an attic, and they kept hearing noises in the attic. And they went up to get Christmas decorations, and a hat stand fell, and she got blamed for it. The young girl got blamed for it, but she said she didn't do it. Well, it turned out there was another little girl who wanted to go to school who was hiding in the attic. And that whole story revolved around that. It was really a kind of a good Christmas story. All right, her jaw comes down this way. Now, let's see if I can get her nose and mouth right. Her ear kind of almost comes even with her mouth. So if I make her mouth right about in here, her lips, right about in here, And about like that, maybe. I forget the name of the movie. It was a YouTube movie. Shade this in a little bit more in here. And this is more shady in. And this is kind of light shading. And she's got a jawline there. But she is younger here because she doesn't have those definite lines. There's some shading on her nose area there. Some shading in here. Her nostril. In there. And this is all shaded in, maybe darker in here. And you can kind of see, let's finish her lower lip here. You don't see much of her upper lip. And her lower lip kind of comes out that way. And her chin. I'm much happier with this one. Let's see, and her neck comes down in here. And her chin. And then, of course, she's got that outfit on. I don't know what all it is. Looks like it's some type of scarf all bundled up, or a bow or something in there. It's all dark. So let's shade this all in. Kind of scribble hatching, not true cross hatching, kind of scribbly, but I'll go over that with a paintbrush. And this is all dark in here, and this is all dark. But it has a definite line here. And I think this probably comes around, probably even underneath of her ear. And that covers her ear up. This is a good way to use up your ink pens. But I like it. I think I'm pretty happy with this. Some shading in here, shading underneath of her chin, shading on her side of her face here. And that'll all get smoothed out with water, the lines. And then this is all dark. In here. And I could use ink to do this, but I just like using the pen. And you can see, I sketch more than I draw. I'm more of a sketcher than a drawer, because I kind of find my way on the page as I go, and I do a lot of these scribbly lines. A drawer would probably have more of a controlled drawing, not so sketchy. But I have to find my way. Now, I do think I have her face too fat in here, but I don't know if I can change that at this point. Maybe just some shading. And this chin comes down a little bit more. Maybe her mouth comes down. I don't want to do too much on her lip. A lot of shadow in here. And her lip kind of comes out and down. And shadow coming. And she is beginning to get that jawline in there. And let's see, this, she kind of has some lines up in here too. And there's shading under the face and a little on the nose. Shading in here. And this is all dark. And I don't know what kind of a, it looks like she's got some sort of a ruffly collar on here. And the more ink you put on here, the better it's going to. Now I'm going to bring this down a little just to. And of course now the photo cuts her shoulder off. I'm going to imagine her back coming down a little bit more like that. And I imagine this is part of her shoulder in here. And her collar probably. And sometimes you can indicate volume just by the direction of your lines. Like my direction of my lines here for her head are going curved this way. But when I want darker, I can just actually scribble any old way in there. And when I wanted direction in here for her shoulder, I kind of curved it this way to indicate there might be a shoulder or an arm in there. But you really, it's so dark on the photograph. And then this is all darkened out in here, so I can just kind of, I can even kind of bring it up and down lines like this. And kind of bring it back this way. It's good practice for getting different directional lines, even though you're scribbling. I'm kind of scribbling, but because I'm filling in the area here. But I'm also kind of conscious about what direction to move it. And this will probably be darker in here. And And of course, now this is her hair. And she's got kind of a definite hairline going on in here. And I'm messing it up. And it kind of darkens in there, and then it kind of comes down, and then this is her ear in here. And our coat comes down, and this is all dark. And I don't know what's going on in here. It's too dark for me to see. Now this is not hair here. It looks like hair, but it's not hair. It's going to be all smoothed out. This is cloth. This is her hat. This probably gets out more here. All right, let's get some water. I have this little brush here. And I have some cups. What did I do with them? Here. We just need one. This is fun practice. That's all I'm doing is practicing. Little practice every time I sketch or do art. Maybe I'll actually get good at it. Who came in? Becky's still here. Arlene says, Nakan, have a nice walk. Arabella says, drawing faces with oil pastels. That's what she's doing. I still like sketching in pencil or ink. Mostly ink. I don't do much pencil sketching. Mostly because when I draw with a pencil, I think I have to erase and correct. When I draw with ink, there's no erasing and correcting. Like I know I have a dark line there, which makes her face pretty angular when it's not. So maybe I can wash some of that out. Let's see. Rhonda says, that's my kind of breakfast. Arlene says, I'm drinking coffee and eating chocolate. I was going to put some cocoa in my coffee this morning, but I didn't. I forgot. I quit buying half and half. I put my brother's whole milk in there. I sneak some of his gallon of milk. He guzzles milk like I guzzle grapefruit juice. Kimberly's kicking Paul out. Way to go, Kimberly. Arlene's using scraps to reinforce magazine pages for a journal. Oh, that's cool, Arlene. Mina's eating a toasted bagel with cream cheese. Yummy. Yeah, I made cinnamon bagel the other day. It's pretty good. I must have been craving a cinnamon roll. Looks like I have a white something or other. Let's wipe it off. Probably a chip of a paint in there. All right, I'm going to start up here with her hat. And just kind of start darkening this out. Now I also can take some of this and put it in the background. And just give the background some And I broke the handle off of this brush. Oh. Let's bring this down this way. Kind of smooth out these lines around her face. I'm not ready to touch the face yet. Now, there is something of working in a book like this. I'm working flat. I think it's Vicky Ross. Is that her name, Becky? She'll draw on an easel vertical. And I do think it makes a difference because I'm kind of looking at it this way. You guys are seeing it down, face down. And I think that kind of affects my perspective of it too. But I'm pretty happy with this. I'm not disappointed in this drawing at all. I probably won't practice this one much. I need to practice that open mouth. And I still need noses. Practice noses. Let's get her eye darkened a little in here. And her eyelash coming down. And I should probably get a paper towel out. Now I have this line in here that I want to smooth out if I can. I don't think I can get it completely smoothed out. That's the one thing with ink. Once you put those lines in there, even this line in there, it's pretty hard to get them out again. Oops, and I lost my lady here. Let's see if I can get her back. And she's got more shadow under the nose in here, without making her look like she's got a well, let's work on her ear a little. Thread. And maybe bring her. Yeah. Okay, and now her hairline. This kind of sweeps up that way. And there's a little bug crawling on here who says, I'm not leaving for winter. And I think I got more hair over here than what's on her. I think I got more hair in there, but I'm going to leave it. And her ear is kind of in shadow. It's not stark white. All right, what do I... Let's soften this a little. Soften that line. Bring it down this way a little. I don't know. I think I'm pretty happy with it. This in here isn't perfect, but none of it's really that perfect. Like I say, once you get those lines in there, it's kind of hard to get them out again. I think I'm going to leave it alone. I think I'm pretty happy with it for what it is. I don't think that I can touch it up anymore to make it any better. Let's pour this water in my dirty water. And let's go ahead and sign it. And this is December 14th, 2022. And this is Rebecca. That's wet enough. I can. Rebecca Latimer Felton. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it. So that was my sketching practice for today. I have some Happy Mail to open. I forgot. Let's go open my Happy Mail. I'm going to move this wax paper over here. Should I... How did this one look the other day, other than the lips? Should I sprinkle? Should I splatter it? Let's splatter it. I should save. I should get me a little splatter jar rather than... I think I will. I'll have to go out in the kitchen. I'll do it tomorrow or the next day. What is today is Wednesday. I cannot go until 9 o'clock. I can only go till 7:30. Well, let's put some water in there. I could splatter that, but let's put a little water in there. And then I just dump the remaining out. But I'm going to get me and make me a splatter jar just that I can use for splatter. Since I seem to enjoy doing that, I need my splatter brush. We'll start out here. Whoops. Oh, that might have been too thin, I think, by the time I get it dried. I don't like to splatter on their faces too much. I need to practice splatter. Alrighty. I need to wash out my brushes too. So I'm going to hit that with the heat gun. It's not perfect. I think I got too much white in her eye here. Let's bring her eye. Oh, that wasn't what I wanted to do. Now I probably messed it up. Good. Well, it's not too bad. I got splatter in it. What did I do with my towel? It's in my... Got a splatter on it. Something about it's not looking right to me. After I've done all that. I'm going to leave it alone. Leave it alone, Meri. Leave it alone. It is what it is. You can practice. Oh, her ear, though. Let's, ew. It's wet. Now let's... Her ear a little. Make it look more like an ear. Guess I need to practice ears a little more, too. All right, I'm done. I might do her again. See how it looks the next time. All right, let's hit the splatter with the heat gun, and then I'll move on. Open up Happy Mail. I can get my heat gun. Oh, I got this on it. Hold on. I don't even know if it's plugged in. It's not plugged in. Which is okay. But it doesn't work if it's not plugged in. I don't like to have a lot of things plugged in. We're an older house. There we go. All right, here we go. Picking up all the splatter. Keep practicing and practice and practice and practice. getting dry up here. Splatter is hard to get dry because it's in a puddle. You're drawing out little puddles. And if you pick it up with your towel, it picks everything up. It's a couple little ghost puddles there. Take the page. All right, I think that's probably enough. And we're going to leave the wax paper on it. And I'm going to close it up. And we're going to open up Happy Mail. Let me get readjusted here. Let's open Happy Mail. I got a lot of Happy Mail to open. Let me get you guys situated. My brother came in with the mail yesterday and he said, "You got Christmas cards?" I'm going, oh dear, I need to get my Christmas cards sent out. So let's get them out. Here. Hold the phone. Let me get them. Try not to show addresses. I'll zoom in a little more. This one I'm going to have to cover. That one I'm going to have to cover up. I think that's it. Got a couple I need to get out some post-it notes. Not right now. We'll take and tear this. And put that there. And this one here. Put that back. All right, let me zoom in. Let me look at chat before I do this. I thank you guys all for the Happy Mail and the Christmas cards. Everybody who sent me a Christmas card, I'm going to send one back. First priority. This first envelope is from Sherry Van. Now, I know what's in this. We were in a tassel swap with Dana. And she's got mine, so I just received hers a couple days ago because I haven't been streaming. And boy, I can open this envelope pretty easy. And which looks like she sent me some Happy Mail with it. Ooh, look at that tassel. Make sure I got it all here. Oh, look at this. Oh, and it's got beads. Look how long it is. Oh, Sherry, this is beautiful. And it's got a hanging wire here that I can adjust it however length I need it. Oh, this is beautiful. She's got different ribbons, tape yarn with the beads on the end of them. Oh, and it looks like eyelash yarn. Oh, Sherry. Beautiful, beautiful. And she sent me some pretty Happy Mail that I can look. She sent me some ATCs, round ATCs, and a Christmas doggy, another round coin ATC, and another Christmas doggy. And It was always said of him that he knew how to keep Christmas well. Charles Dickens. And this looks like Santa Claus there. Isn't that cool? Well, you know where these are going. And I don't know if I want to put this, I need something for the side of my journal, my Christmas journal. So we'll set these over here. Those are from Sherry Van. And then she sent me a cross stitch doily that might just turn out to be a doll. It might just turn out to be some sort of a doll. Thank you, Sherry Van. I surely do appreciate it. This is she here? Kimberly? Kimberly's here. Let me go down to the bottom of chat. Isn't that a gorgeous tassel, Becky? It looks like a sky with snow in it. You know, that pre-snow shade. Yes. How pretty, Arlene says. It's long and pretty. This is from Kimberly. Is it our Kimberly? I think it is. It is. It's our Kimberly 557. We still have at least 2 hours here before the sun comes up. Hi, Pam. Welcome, Pam. Brother the mailman. Yes, he is. I think he enjoys going and getting the mail. And I like to have him do it because it gets him out of the house for a half an hour. Well, not even that. Sometimes he's there and back in 10 minutes. Not even 10 minutes. You know, we're just a small town. It doesn't take very long to get to the post office and back. And if we got that little grocery store now, sometimes he'll run over to the grocery store and get him a jug of milk, and if he needs bread or something. Who else have I missed? Becky said the sun is coming up and the entire sky has turned a pinkish color. Bad storm must be coming. It really looks like a sky with snow in it. You know, that pre-snow shade. Oh, we had that in Wisconsin one year. And I was driving to work. I happened to work down in town in that month. I think it was January of 2015. And it had snowed and the sky was pink. It was just a beautiful, beautiful morning. Of course, there was all the traffic to fight, but it was still pretty out. Hi, Stephanie. And Angie. Angie says, I slept all day yesterday, but I'm still tired. Angie's here, I think. Pam says, somebody drove through a puddle and got her all messy. Yeah, that's what splatter does, Pam. Pam says she hasn't looked outside yet. Why are you throwing splatter on her face? Because it's artsy. Becky said, it turned a happy light on day here for me. Becky, your Christmas video where you showed all your decorations and your Santas, so pretty, so cozy. So Becky decorated for Christmas. We're just going to light up the little village, and I put my little Christmas tree, my puzzle Christmas tree out on the TV set. I said, that's our Christmas tree this year. Because I have the sewing machine out where the Christmas tree should go. Arlene says Dee Dee comes on after Meri, and Arlene dropped a link to Dee Dee's channel. Dee Dee comes on at 8:30. It's just about 7:30 here. Well, 7:30 our time. I mean 6:30 our time. She comes on 7:30 our time, 8:30 Eastern time. But now it's just about 6:30 our time. Meri gets confused. Pam says, I usually still sleep at 5 a.m., but my 8-year-old came in and said, Mom, I might have accidentally threw up on my floor. Oh, and on my bed. Oh, so you cleaned it all up? Did you clean it up, Pam, or did your 8-year-old? I'll bet you cleaned it up. Good morning, Pam. Oh, Mina had to leave. Mina says, I got to get an early start on Wednesdays, also Mondays, Fridays, and Saturdays. So hugs and blessings to everyone. I'll watch the rest of this later today. Well, I missed Mina, but I wish her a happy day. And for anybody else who has to leave, yeah, I completely understand. It's morning. It's start of the day for most of you. Mina says, I drink it and sprinkle some grated sharp cheddar and add a dash of hot sauce. Toast must be buttered. Arlene says, Rhonda, the beans are not runny and the toast isn't light, so I only get a mushy bite when I let it sit a while. Oh, Barb Fillion. Hi, Barb, if you're still out there. It's good to see you. I ran across some Barb Fillion art this morning in my Christmas boxes. Good to see you, Barb Fillion. If you're out listening yet, I'm going back in chat, so she might have moved on. Rhonda says, Arlene, don't think I could do it. I hate strawberry shortcake for that reason, and I don't like strawberries. Mina says, I love that breakfast, Rhonda. Southwestern twist. They must be pinto beans. They're talking about beans and strawberries. Beans on toast is yummy, Arlene says. Stephanie came in and says, hi, Meri. Hi back at you. Arlene, do you like dark chocolate or milk chocolate? Rhonda says, Arlene, do you like dark chocolate or milk chocolate? And then a couple lines down, Arlene says, Rhonda, beans on toast is yummy. Did she ever answer her? Mina, only dark chocolate with 0 milk content. Oh, so she only likes dark chocolate. I like milk chocolate. I kind of like the semi-sweet. I kind of like it in between. You know, and I like white chocolate too, but only the chips. I don't like Ghirardelli chips. I like those. I don't really care for any other white chips. And I like hot chocolate. I buy the Nestle's hot chocolate mix. In fact, I had some last night. And I like that. And I thought, well, I'm going to get some white chocolate mix, which is more expensive in a smaller can. But you know what? I don't like it as well. It just tastes like milk. I don't taste the chocolate in the white chocolate mix. It just tastes like somebody heated up milk. So I'll probably take some of that white chocolate and mix it in with my hot chocolate. I don't drink a lot of hot chocolate, but I like to have it every now and then in the evening, especially in the winter. Becky has a peekaboo sign. McCann says, I'll be back in a bit. It's time to walk the dog. And Becky said, I had cheese toast. That's what I had for breakfast yesterday. I like to take a bagel, and I've talked about this several times before. I'll take a bagel. I'll keep them in the freezer because my brother doesn't eat them, and I can't eat a whole package of bagels at once, so I freeze them. But I take them out of the freezer and drop them in the microwave for like a minute, let it thaw out. And then I cut it in half, put it in the under the broiler. This depends on what I put on it. I usually cut cheese. I like cheddar cheese on it. So I take it out of the microwave, cut it in half, put cheddar cheese on it, then put it under the broiler until it just toasts and the cheese is melted and it's just kind of toasty. And then I'll take it out and put pecans on it. That's good. That's kind of really my favorite breakfast, to tell you the truth, although I do like oatmeal. Arlene says she's drinking coffee and eating chocolate. And I'm back to this, eating a toasted bagel with cream cheese. So let's go down to the bottom and see what's going on. Our Heart's Arabella says, that's unfortunate. Do you drink an alternative for milk, Arlene? Arlene says, She's allergic to milk. Angie says, what's wrong with Art? I don't know, Arlene. Our Arts for Art. Oh, good morning, Art Hearts for Art. I don't know, Angie. Angie says, bologna gravy on toast. That's good. You must be from the South, Arlene. Or not, Angie. You're from Tennessee, aren't you? Let's open this Kimberly package. I've been sitting here reading chat. Southerners like biscuit gravy for breakfast. Boy, I learned that a lot when I was down in Kentucky. I never had gravy for breakfast. And they would eat, I'd go to work and a lot, they had a cafeteria, and a lot of the people who, you know, they came to work at like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, and they were ready for breakfast at 8. And so the cafeteria served biscuits and gravy. And I never had biscuits and gravy for breakfast. I got to be careful how I open this. There we go. Let's just tear this. This came from Kimberly. Kimberly says it's about time she opened it. What did she do? There's a Christmas card. Oh, it looks like there's some seam binding in there. And I feel fabric. Did she send me a fabric paper doll? She did. Oh, Kimberly, what did you do? All right, there's that. Oh, it's a paper sack with lace, and there's a Christmas tree button, and it says Peace on Earth. Oh, look, it opens up. Oh, that's cute. Handmade with Love, Kimberly, 2022, and it's a little pocket, paper sack pocket. Isn't that cute? And look, it's a pocket there, and there's something in there. There's something in there. Oh, it's gold coin, glittery. Kimberly sent me gold. I love it, Kimberly. This is going to go in my journal. I'm going to put this over here. She sent a poinsettia, and it looks like it's a tag. Does it open up? It does. It's a tag. Oh, that's pretty. That would look pretty in here. Another gold coin. Ooh, I love the gold coins. This will look pretty in there. This will go in my December daily. A playing card that says, to the Lord. What is this? Sing to the Lord, all the earth. Sing to the Lord, all the earth. And there's a bird cage. And on the back it says, His mercies never come to an end. They are new every morning. They are new every morning. I can't wait till I get to this. This says, this is a painted paper ephemera. It's a dictionary. It says dependence and believe on it. This will go in the art journal. And here's the paper doll. Aww. Oh, look. It's a two-faced one, so you can decorate this side too. And here's the fabric. Here's the fabric one. Now, I want to say something about paper dolls. There has been some comments going around, and I'm not sure where it all originated, that paper dolls aren't true paper dolls unless they're made all of paper. And you know me, I've been doing fabric paper dolls. And I understand that because when you look at the history of paper dolls, I Googled history of paper dolls. And of course, there's also when you say, way back before the 1800s. But most of the paper dolls came into play in the 1800s, maybe the 1700s. I don't think 1700s as much as 1800s, late 1800s through the 60s and 70s of 1900 was when they were most prevalent. And these publishing companies and magazine companies used paper to make paper dolls. However, and I can understand that, how that you think a true paper doll should be paper. However, I would challenge you to go on Google or whatever browser you use and search for, and go to YouTube. Search for the term fabric paper dolls. Fabric paper dolls, those 3 words. Fabric paper dolls, 2 words. If you paper dolls all as 1 word. And you will see a lot of artists use fabric and make paper dolls out of fabric, or make dolls out of fabric. My paper dolls that I'm using, and I call them paper dolls, but I start them out with a paper sketch, and then I cut the pieces out and everything, and I piece it together with fabric on paper. So mine in my head is a fabric paper doll. And I really think it is legitimate because it's not a paper doll that I used out of a magazine or something where you take the little tabs and make the clothes and all of that. It's not that type of paper doll. There are, just like there are different types of Santa Clauses. Not every Santa Claus is paper, but I'll bet you Santa Claus started out on paper. So is it true Santa Claus? Does it have to be paper? Same thing with any other art that started out on paper or papyrus ends up being transferred over to another media. So I've been playing this around in my head, going, am I thinking correctly? And what I really truly think is, if you think of Google, the word Google is such a familiar word now. You go out and talk to people, they'll say, oh, Google it. Well, if you happen to be using the Google browser, you Google it, or you go to the Google site. You might use another search engine, but you still say you Google it. So I kind of think in terms of paper dolls, fabric paper dolls, they're really kind of mixed media paper dolls, but I think that there are still legitimate paper dolls. So I kind of wanted to clear up my thinking on that. I understand why people say a paper doll should be all paper, but I don't think so. So there's my off on my soapbox there, just because I saw these wonderful paper dolls. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? And I think it was Paint Girl. Oh, look, she's got a back too. She's a 2-side. Oh, I don't know I might put her on a different backing and have 2. Oh, I might. I don't think I can stand to do it 2-sided. I might put a floral backing on this. get 2 for the price of 1, Kimberly. And this one's awesome. You can decorate this, and I might put fabric on the back of her. Put a sweater on her, and maybe some tights, some ski pants. Well, she's got ski pants on, doesn't she? Knit a scarf to put on her. She's got a scarf over here. She needs a hat. She's got earmuffs here. We'll give her a hat. So we'll be playing. This will definitely go in my December daily. Both of them will. She's serving at a banquet, I think. And here's the card, home for the holidays. Oh, Kimberly, this is really sweet. Yep, Kimberly 557. Merry Christmas, Mary. I'm so thankful for you. Diddle. I'm thankful for all of you. She says, and I appreciate all that you do for streaming. Sending you lots of love. Well, back at you, Kimberly. This is a wonderful card. I love this card. I love how it opens up on the side. It's cut right there. So we'll put that there. And look, she doesn't end it there. There's a heart on. Is this? Oh, this is an envelope. I'll bet this is what this came in. Very pretty, Kimberly. And then she sent some lace and blue pebble bead braid, pebble braid. Oh, this is pretty. Oh, thank you so much, Kimberly. Thank you so much. Roy says, no, I didn't. Dee Dee. There's Dee Dee in here? Hi, Dee Dee. Let's see what Dee Dee says. I was up on my soapbox, Dee Dee. I didn't see you come in. Let's go way up to where Dee Dee came in. Janet Nash is here. Hi, Janet. Cheryl is here. Hi, Cheryl. Let's go way up to where I left off. Stephanie, Janet, Stephanie, Cheryl, Angie, Mary. I don't live far from Arlene. Yes, I'm from Tennessee. Yeah, this is where I was talking about gravy biscuits. Arabella says she loves almond milk. Arlene says, I cook with almond milk. This is where we're talking about the... Arlene said she was allergic to milk. Okay. Biscuits and gravy is the bomb, Stephanie says. Make gravy with sausage. Yum. All right. Where did Dee Dee come in? Arabella says, sounds yummy. Cheryl came in. Arlene says she'd be right back. Kimberly says, oh, Kimberly, thank you. This is wonderful. Happy Meal. I really appreciate it. Janet Nash came in. Good morning, Janet. I sure enjoyed your stream the other morning. And I even watched your, did I comment? I think I left a fast, I was sitting here working on my Polaroids. And I was listening to Janet was doing, opening her Echo Dye package. Janet Nash. So pretty to see. Very cool, Janet. Love Paperdoll. Stephanie, good morning, early birds. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. There's Cheryl came in. Yeah, mixed media dolls. I still call them paper dolls. They are truly mixed media because I add fabric, and I'm going to put a Crayola on my gnome. So, and buttons and that. So they are truly mixed media dolls. But I think fabric paper dolls is a legitimate term because I can search for it. I can Google it, and I find it both in browser, that term in the browser. People use the term fabric paper dolls. And they show it both as fabric, printed fabric, like you buy like this, is already printed, or you can make your own like what I make. But they are truly mixed media dolls. Yeah, Dee Dee said, Becky, yeah, mixed media. Yeah, they are mixed media. I have not Googled the term or searched for the term mixed media dolls. Mixed media dolls can be, you think of more of dolls in the three-dimensional. When I think of mixed media dolls, I think of, like, I did this steampunk. I should get that. I was in a swap several years ago, before I even knew all you guys, before I even went live, or before I even had a channel. And I took a clock, that I took it apart, and it had the wind up on it. And you wound it up, and you could actually see it click, 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 click. I did a video of it. It's a steampunk doll. And what else did I use? I used several things on that doll, and it wound up, my swap partner wound up being somebody like Shannon Green, who didn't really like dolls. And I actually messaged her and said, do you really want this doll? You know, but she shouldn't have been in the swap if she didn't like dolls. She shouldn't have joined, but she wanted it. She said, yeah, I'll take it. I never see her anymore. But I was a Yahoo group. But the video's out there somewhere. It's like 3-series video, and it was a steampunk doll, but it was an assemblage is what it was. So I think of mixed media being more in 3-dimension, and paper being more flat, tubing. That's why I think of them being as paper dolls. But I think they're also mixed media paper dolls. But I also know that when I Google the term fabric paper dolls, I see that term in use out there. So I think it's legitimate. But to recap, I do understand why people would say paper dolls are all paper. I mean, because that's really the printing industry and the magazine industry, especially in the 1800s and clear through the 60s and 70s. Paper dolls with the little tabs, and you dress them and give them wardrobes and all of that. All right, Mary's on her soapbox again. There's Roy. Hi, Roy. Good morning, Roy. Barbie looks Christmassy. Oh, Dee Dee's here. Dee Dee, don't leave. Don't leave, Dee Dee. Speaking of paper dolls, let's see. They're all chatting away here. I'm going to skip a lot of chat. I want to open this envelope this envelope is from Allie. Now, I was in one of Dee Dee's. Is Dee Dee still here? I was in one of Dee Dee's. I don't get to her streams as much as I used to, mostly because I'm tired. I'm mostly wiped out by the time Dee Dee comes on. And but I try. I might try today, although I was up all night last night. I didn't sleep a wink. I didn't drink my chamomile tea either. But I was in Dee Dee's chat one day, and I got this brainstorm from inspiration. Let's make a Dee Dee paper doll. Well, Dee Dee, your paper doll's going to have... Dee Dee said, oh, I'd like that. Well, I have to say, your paper doll is going to be a fabric mixed media paper, 2-dimensional paper doll. And I'll probably make it the size of, if you want, this is about the size that I've been making my paper dolls. And this is just about an 8.5 folded sheet, folded in half. And I know my snowman is 8.5. 8.5 this way, 11 this way, and then I fold the paper in half. My snowman needs arms yet, and he's got a cardinal and a birdhouse hanging. I haven't put arms on him yet. But I'm then going to make a Dee Dee paper doll. I'll probably make 2 or 3 because I think Allie K deserves one, because Allie messaged me and I said, I got this brainstorm. I said, Dee Dee's paper doll is going to be holding Barbie dolls. See, my snowman here is going to be holding a branch. His little branch is going to be holding a cardinal and a birdhouse. This one is holding, this is a wise man. He's holding a bag of gold that's falling out here, gold coins. And he's holding a walking stick or a staff of some sort. And he's got a star because he's a wise man. They follow the star. So Dee Dee's paper doll that's going to be made, Allie K messaged me and said, Meri, I can help you get Barbie dolls. Because I said, where am I going to get the Barbie dolls? Let me read this. I think I can read it. I don't think she'll mind. She says, Dear Meri, I hope this is exactly what you were looking for. I'm sure it will be, Allie K. Allie K is so helpful. She says, to use in your project. I can't wait to see how it turns out. I'm sure it will be awesome. As you can see, I've included several different sizes for you to choose from. I've included 1 inch, 1.5 inch, and 2 inch dolls. You just wait till you see what I'm going to do with those dolls. These images are not copyright free. And I don't think that will matter because I'm not mass producing them in the sense that I'm going to be selling, and you know, they're not going to be sold at a craft fair. They're really for personal use, and the paper dolls I'll be gifting to. I don't think I think Mattel is the company that controls Barbie, and I don't think Mattel is going to come after me. I'll just say they're not copyright free. They're fair use, personal art. However, if you decide to share any, I'm sure the owners will never find out. Or even if they will find out, I don't think Mattel would come after somebody like me. If I was selling paper dolls, if I made Dee paper dolls and put them on the market, and everybody in our community paid $100 for a paper doll, which I'm exaggerating, then Mattel might come after me and say, Meri, you're using our Barbie image on there. You know, you're violating our copyright. Then they could probably legitimately come after me. But if I make, you know, put little Barbie images on a paper doll, put one in my personal journal, gift a couple, I don't think Mattel's gonna come after me and say, you did 3 paper dolls and you used our images. I just don't think they're going to do it. I hope you have an awesome holiday season. Your friend, Allie K. Well, I hope you do too. Let's look at them. She put a very nice paper piece there. Now, these are what are going to be, what Dee is. Oh, look at these Barbies. Oh, now I will say, in the marketplace in our area, Dee, are you looking? Is anybody looking for a specific Barbie doll? Because the marketplace in our area, I always on Facebook, I always hit local, and there is somebody who's been selling Barbie dolls for $5 a piece. Now I don't know what they go for on eBay or any other place. And I suppose they probably know what Barbies are valuable and what aren't. But these are perfect for what I want. These are perfect, Allie K. Now, I don't know what Dee looks like nowadays. I'm hoping she looks like how I pictured her from a couple of older videos. And here's some of the smaller ones. These are perfect. These are absolutely perfect. Thank you so much, Allie K. Arlene says, I remember that today is trash pickup day. I panicked and said, be right back, took out the trash, got into the kitchen, and the empty trash can already did it. Oh, thank you, Allie K. This is perfect. Let's see what Dee is she responding to any of this? Dee said, Aunt Beck says, I always look for jointed paper dolls when thrifting, as I can find them easier to dress and pose. Oh, that's jointed Barbies. Really? See, I never buy that stuff. I have no idea what's to buy and what not. Because I don't buy. I make dolls. I don't buy them. I don't make my own creations. But we're going to make a Dee paper doll. And I'll send it to her. I'll make me one. I think I'll make one for Allie K because she... I'll make one pattern with 3. So I'm not going to make it today, but I'll try to get it done maybe before Christmas in one of my streams. And Dee knows that I'm going to do it. And of course, it won't look exactly like her because I really don't know exactly what she looks like now. I think she's got dark hair and she always wears a white shirt. And I'm going to give her pajama bottoms, I think. She's going to be Christmassy. She's going to be, well, that's as far as I'm going because I don't know what I'm going to do next. Let me get this straightened out. It's caught on my envelope here. We'll just put it We'll put it this way. Arlene says, Meri, Dee Dee's Instagram. Oh, let me grab this link here. Arlene dropped a link to Dee Dee's Instagram, which probably has a picture of her. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I'm waiting. Uh-oh. I probably can't do it on my tablet because I'm probably not signed in. I'll do it later after the stream. Thank you, Arlene. I'll do it after the stream. Let me get back into my live. I am in Instagram, Dee Dee says. Okay. Dee Dee says, I will make a Barbie photography with your paper doll. I can't wait. Dee Dee, I've been missing your streams. I miss you. I need to catch up with what's going on in Dee Dee's world. I need to catch up what's going on in every... The only person I've been consistently watching is Becky. Because Becky does that wonderful Tunisian crochet. And Becky's not going to stream for the next 2 weeks because she is doing Christmas gifts. See if I can get my ruler in there. This envelope is from Kernersville, North Carolina. This might be, are you somebody from North Carolina? Kernersville. Well, we've already got one from, let's see who this is from. Hold on. There's no name on the envelope. If I can get my ruler in here without... ripping the card. I need my palette knife, which is probably over there in the water. All right, this is a beautiful card, I can tell already. It's from Journey. Oh, look. She stitched around it. Oh, is that Journey's? Is that her watercoloring? Oh, that's a watercolor. Dear Meri, I'm wishing you and your family a very Merry Christmas and blessings for the new year. Thank you for all the inspiration through the year. Love and hugs, Journey. I'll bet she watercolored this. Can you guys, do I have it right? Oh, I'm lagging. I'm not on my red dot. Hold on. When I jump out to find that link, it put me back. Isn't that beautiful? I'll bet Journey did that. The barn and the wreath and the trees. Oh, thank you so much, Journey. Oh, look, there's a sleigh ride. I think that came from Journey. Is there anything else in there? Yes, there is. Some little bulbs to hang on the Christmas tree. Only I'll put it in my journal. I'll put them in my journal. So I'm going to keep the envelopes separate because... And I'll put the cards in my journal, and then I'll know who sent me cards and who didn't. This one is from Sherry Van. Sherry sent me this beautiful, beautiful tassel. I think I'm going to put this on my Christmas journal. It's big enough, and I really need something on the spine. Isn't that a beautiful, beautiful tassel? It's just gorgeous. Sherry, it was worth it. It was worth it. See if I can get this open without too much trouble here. You can tell how dull my scissors are. I don't want to cut the card. Oh. And my ruler is all arty. There we go. This is from Sherry Van. Oh, I love it. She sent me that ATC. It was always said of him that he knew how to do Christmas well. Oh, Sherry. Oh, she sent me some snowflakes. 101, a stellar plate. Oh, that's beautiful. Season greetings card. Oh, Sherry, that's beautiful. Look at that card. And then a little friendship. Friends are an indispensable part of a meaningful life. I think I'm going to put this over here in my friendship calendar. And I'll mark that it came from Sherry. Thank you, Sherry. Aww. And then I have one here from Nashville, Tennessee. And this is from Judy Patton. Judy Patton is somebody I need to send to. She's always sending me Happy Mail. And I need to send her something. She's such a... I think she was an art teacher at one time. I might have that wrong. But in my head, she was an art teacher in my head. She can correct me by a comment or email. She goes into Beth's stream quite a bit. Beth Schuler's stream. Judy Patton. Look at these glittery icicles. Oh, I'm lagging. Let me fix my chat. Roy says, well, Arlene, send them to me, the bimbos. I really don't like that term, but it fits here. Oh, come on, Roy. I don't realize that there are overflowing blossom photos that have no power over me. Me too. Let's see. Angie says, Mary, I can't send you a card, but Merry Christmas. Angie, that's perfectly okay. I have Angie art that I got from Keisha's auction. That I got those socks and that beautiful Christmas ornament and the little button snippets that you made. Those are all going to go in my December daily. So don't worry about sending me a Christmas card. And thank you for the Merry Christmas. Okay, this is from, who did I say this was from? Judy Patton. Oh, look at what she did. Oh, look how she made that tree. Isn't that cute? She made it out of little snippets coming down. Oh, that's pretty. And it says Merry Christmas and it's got a big bow on top. Oh, there's a snowman made out of ATC coins. Oh, it's so cute. It says, wishing you every blessing as we celebrate the birth of our Lord. Love and God bless, Judy. Oh, Judy, you're going to get a card from me, a postcard. All right. I have two here that I can't show the address. The first one is from Gail, and I got to be careful how I open it. Maybe I'll open it offline and just show the card. Gail Donofrio is from Ohio. I don't think she minds. Gail has sent me cards on other Christmases. Okay, wait, let me put this there. Deck the Halls. Isn't this a beautiful card? I just love these handmade cards. You all outdo me on handmade cards. You are also, I'm such a messy artist. You guys are also nice and neat and pristine. Puts me to shame. My style is messed up. I love it though. The holly and the bulbs, and they're all pop dotted, and there's looks like, oh, it's not washi tape. It looks like washi tape, but it's a piece of paper, background paper here. And she says, "Hi, Meri. I've been lurking or watching your streams later." Oh, that's okay. I do not mind people that lurk, especially early in the morning, because I understand you're waking up or you're cooking breakfast or you're getting ready for work. I just appreciate you coming in or saying hi or, leave a comment. Um, or even if you don't leave a comment, whatever you want to do, it's fine with me. I don't mind. And I also know that when you watch the replays, I just know it's not logical unless you're sitting at your desk working. It's not logical to think that one person is going to sit and watch a 4-hour replay or a 5-hour replay unless you're sitting, or working around the house or working at your table. Like I listened to Janet Nash while I was doing my faux Polaroids today. I listened to her Eco Died. Of course, it wasn't that long, but so if you want to lurk away. I appreciate the watch time. I hope that you are having a wonderful holiday season. Kind of hard to read on the green with my lighting. Your eyes are your eyes are healing rapidly. Stay well. Oh, and speaking of eyes, keep Ruth Lamb in your hearts and prayers. She had her left and right eye done within a couple weeks of each other, which I think was really brave. And my eyes are healing. I'm on my it would be my third week. 4 drops the first week of not the antibiotic, but the other eye drop. I don't know what it's called, something with a PR. I call it the PR drops. You start out with 4 in the 1 week and 3 in the next week and 2 in the next week. And I'm in the third week. And then 1 drop. And then my next doctor appointment is January 5th. It's not as blurry when I close my right eye, but I know I'm going to have glasses to read with, but that's okay. It's better, and if I can get my driver's license, I'll be a happy camper. That's all I want. I want to drive again. This is a beautiful card. Thank you so much, Gail. Where did I put that address? Gail Donofrio. Beautiful cards. I'll be putting these in my holiday art journal. Now this card is, last one is from Arlene. Arlene. Made just for you. I'm going to open it offline so I don't share her address or mine, although I think I've shared mine several times. But I don't mind if I share mine accidentally because it's a P.O. box. I don't live at the P.O. box. So there's the card. Let's cover up her address. Made just for you. Oh, look at this beautiful card. They're ice skaters. Now, wouldn't they make fun paper dolls? Real simple ones. Ice skaters. I don't know how to ice skate. She says, have a blessed Christmas, Arlene. And Susie, Janet, Tara, and Meri. Meri, these are names of the ladies that prayed over the card and its recipients. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, that's cool. That's cool, Arlene. I love that. She says, Meri, these are the ladies that prayed over the card and its recipients. So this card's been blessed, and I'm blessed to have it. The Son of Man is come to seek and to save that which was lost. And boy, I'll tell you, before the Lord found me, I was lost. He found me my freshman year of college, February 4th, 1970. And I didn't know who I was. I was one lost soul. And he found me. Praise the Lord. Been through, I put him through some hard journeys. He said, Meri, what are you doing now? Where are you going now? So that's all the happy mail. Let's close out by putting these in my journal. These are my faux. These are the set that I made for me. Oh, you know, and I need to spray the cards. I need to spray envelopes, but I'm going to do that offline. I'll show you what the business, I did the business ones, the longer ones. I call them the business ones because they're business size. I did these. These will be for Janet Nash and Shannon Pratt, and then the 4 giveaways. And what I did, I sprayed with alcohol ink. I took the leftovers from the, you can't see it very well because I stamped over it, but I took the leftovers from making the faux ATCs and just put them on there so you kind of see the little square there, and then I stamped it with a dragonfly and this bird stamp. And I was listening to the Frugal Crafter, her Sat Chat. Do you guys ever listen to the Frugal Crafter Sat Chat? If you haven't, you need to, because she's got a lot to say, and I learn a lot from her. She was saying that, was it American Crafts that bought out Inkadinkadoo stamps? See, I don't keep up with this stuff, and she knows because she started out doing a lot of stamping. She said in her Saturday chat that she doesn't do as much stamping as she used to. But she said that American Crafts bought out Inkadinkadoo and EK Success stamps. So if you have any Inkadinkadoo stamps, and I think I've got a peacock stamp by Inkadinkadoo, and I think I've got some EK Success, you might hold on to them because who knows? Somebody may say, that's a vintage, it's worth $800 or $5, not 50 cents. So kind of interesting. And she didn't know whether they were going to drop the name Inkadinkadoo or keep it. But Lindsay, the Frugal Crafter, is really interesting to listen to. I love her Sat Chats. I can just, and I'll sit there and turn her on and listen to her while I'm crocheting or something like that. But anyway, these are the envelopes that I'm going to send with the, I think this is the upside down one. This was the first one I did. I'm keeping this one, or I might send it to myself. Waste of fight. And then these are going out to 1, 2, 3, 4 giveaways and Janet Nash and Shannon Pratt. And then I have 10 more that I want to do. Well, actually, I need to do another one for Nettie of these. Then I have 10. We've got 11 people in the swap, and counting myself. And so I have 10 smaller sized envelopes that I'm just sending one ATC. So that's what I'm going to do later on this afternoon. And I'm hoping to get these out Thursday. Today is Wednesday. Tomorrow's Thursday. I'm hoping to get them out Thursday. They might go out on Friday, just depending on my energy level. I'm going to put these in my journal. I want to also get my Christmas postcards out. I have decided I'm not going to stress myself. I started out saying, I cut my Christmas postcards online here in one of my chats, and I cut 48 of them, and I have 48 almost made. I got 5 more to stitch around the stars. The stars are on there. I just need to stitch around them. And then I need to do the backs. But then I said, I'm going to send to everybody in Fibdiggity. Well, I should have checked how many people were in there, because there's over, last time I checked, I think there were over 70, between 70 and 75, and there's probably more now. And I'm going, oh, I need twice as many. I'll never get twice as many done by Christmas. So then I said, well, I'll send New Year's. And I'm still going to, because I'm going to cut the stress down, because I'll have, between the time that I send out these Christmas ones and New Year's, could be January, could be anything in January. And I might drop, I have zines that I made last year, and I think I sent out close to 15 New Year's zines, but I made a whole bunch, a whole stack of photocopies, and I might paint out the little, it was a snow globe zine. It's a video out there someplace. And I might paint out the little label that says 2021 and put 2022 on it and send it. And even if it goes to somebody who already got a zine, I'll send it along. Well, I'd have to put the postcard in an envelope. I might not make a postcard. I might make a little note card for the New Year ones for the second half. But it may be more than the second half, because I want to send cards to people who sent me, and some of them may not be in Fibdiggity. The people who send to me will get a card from me, a Christmas postcard from me. Boy, Meri, chatter, chatter, chatter. Let me put these in there. Dee Dee's going to be on in about 13 minutes. Let me get my other journal out here. I'm going to put these I'm going to close out by putting these in here. I thank you all for the beautiful Christmas. You guys are just, you always make Christmas so special. Let's kind of put this up a little. And let's find a good place to put these. Right here, maybe. Spend your time well. Will they fit on here? They will. They'll fit there, but this is not an idea journal. This is an actual journal that I've been working in, and I do different things. Fourth Art Saturday, doodles. What else did I do in here? Stamps. I did the Thanksgiving open. And I got to catch up with the open collabs. We did the Thanksgiving open collab cornucopia of recipes. Find a good place to put them. Might be best to put it at the back. Maybe I'll put it on the back sheet, because then it has something to rest on here. So I made me a set of 4. This is duplicate, and the people who got 4, Shannon and Janet Nash will get 4, because they were my swap partners, and we swapped 3 to 1 person. And I'm swapping with Janet Nash, and because we had an uneven number, I'm also swapping with Shannon. And then because I'm sending to everybody in the group, I'm sending one with them. So they'll get 4. And they can do, but they'll also get a duplicate of this lady. Meri's just chattering away. And I have it, but I'm going to cover it up. I'll document on here. I'm going to tape them in rather than put them in baggies. They're just faux. Faux Polaroids, which Janet Nash inspired me. I thought this was a genius idea, and I love how she was just working away with her little Twinchies and her ATCs, and she put a Twinchie on a ATC and said, "Oh, it looks like a faux Polaroid. We can do faux Polaroids." And I'm going, brilliant. And I said, let's do a swap. Janet said, okay. She participated. And I just glued these down so their wings might kind of flutter a little. And if you're in the swap and you get one of these and you turn it over and you see a little white or you see a little black, well, that's the way it is. It's shadowing. But most of them are okay. And then I put these little cameos on them. These are cameos. I have this cameo trim. I almost bought some resin online yesterday. I didn't. I almost, but then I read the reviews, and several people said they received their product and it was all dried up. I said, I'm not going to order it. They must have had a bad batch. I don't know. I'd rather buy it from Dick Blick or somebody where if I could probably return it. Well, you could probably on Amazon too, but. And that's the other thing Lindsay said. I got 7 minutes to get this done. Lindsay was showing she got a catalog from Dick Blick, a print catalog, a yearly. I haven't got one yet. I'm going to go order one. And she said she's so glad that they're printing their catalogs again. I'm going, did they stop? And I'm going, that's why I haven't got, because I used to get them all the time. Dick Blick yearly catalogs, the big thick catalog. I haven't gotten one in a while. And I guess they probably stopped printing them for a while. But she said she got one. So I'm going to go to Dick Blick and say, hey, if you want me to buy your stuff, send me a catalog. And she was pointing out, you guys going to have to go listen to Lindsay's Sat Chats. She always does she calls them Sat Chats for Saturday chat. I really enjoy it. But she said that the reason she likes the catalogs rather than browsing online, when you browse online, you almost have to know what you're looking for. Like I'm looking for medium gesso. And so you type in gesso and it shows you where all the gesso is, the clear gesso, the white, the black, the whatever gesso. And you can browse through the products, but it's not as fun as browsing through a catalog. And I agree with her wholeheartedly there. I miss my Dick Blick catalogs. So I want to, and the other company that I didn't get a catalog from is at Lakeside. They sell like home decor and different artsy products, signs and stuff like that. I didn't get one of those this year. I don't know if they're still magazine. It's a catalog. It's not the Country Sampler. It's called Lakeside something or other. I'm going to have to look them up. So there I am. It is 7:25. Let me look at chat. Dee Dee's going to go get ready for her chat. Malia's here. Hi, Malia. Meri, you can go online and request a Dick Blick catalog. That's what I did last year. Yeah, Stephanie, that's what I'm going to do because I used to get them all the time. I'm going to go request one because I know they're printing them now. Arlene dropped a link to Dee Dee's channel. Dee Dee is on next. She's always fun to listen to. I'll probably go eat breakfast and I might take a little nap because I didn't sleep last night. Then I drank a cup and a half of coffee. So I'm gonna be kind of tired. Malia says, I used to love my Polaroid. Do they still print from the camera anymore? The new ones. I have no idea, Malia. I have no idea. One of Meri's Snow Globe zine streams. Thank you, Arlene. Yeah, I got some of those. I'm going to drop them in. I have a list of who I sent to last year. But you might get a duplicate this year with a new with a new year printed on it. We'll see, because I'm going to do that probably over after I get all my Christmas cards out. Janet says, Meri, you give so much by streaming. Well, you do too, Janet Nash. Janet Nash is so fun to listen to because, Janet is from the UK and she just has this certain style about her. And she takes us places and we don't get to go. I've been to London, but I was only there for what, a week. I'm from Nebraska. I love to see different parts of the world. And Janet takes us out. She visits artists and she takes us to the park. She takes us to lavender fields. So there you go, Janet. We love your videos. I was watching you yesterday. Angie wants some French toast. Kimberly says, ugh, and postage. Yeah, the postage. That'll bite you, but I budgeted for my postage this year. Dee Dee gave a thumbs up. Angie says, bye, Roy. Roy says, we'll certainly do, Dee Dee. Thank for the heads up. Roy says, I need to run so I can get a few shops before the crowds. Dee Dee says, bye, Roy, and watch the Kroger ad. The Kroger ad. Oh, I used to shop at Kroger all the time. We don't have Kroger up here. We have Hy-Vee. Crafting with Kristen, I miss saying hello to you. Welcome, Kristen, if you're out there lurking. Good to see you. Arabella's still here. Arabella was one of the first ones in. Arlene says, I don't make cards. I tried it last year. I made 3, and that was enough. That's perfectly okay, Arlene. I'm not really a card maker either. I like the postcards. And I still struggle getting all those done. I think what I'm going to do next year is start planning my Christmas early. I kind of knew what I was going to do in October, but I didn't get the cards cut till November, and I'm still pushing it. I think next year I'm going to start planning earlier to get them done. I'm going to change things around next year. Mark my word. Roy says, well, Arlene, send them to me, the bimbles. Let's see. Angie says, Meri, I can't send you a Christmas card. Arlene says, dull scissors happen when you open jars with them. Arlene is hitting my opening jars with my scissors. Yeah, I'm rough on my scissors and my paintbrushes. Okay, it's 7:29. Dee Dee's probably on by now. Y'all go and have a good hump day. The weekend is on its way. Enjoy the rest of the week. I will try to be on tomorrow morning. I won't guarantee it, but Thursday morning, Tuesday and Thursdays are my regular chat streams. I'll probably be working in my December daily tomorrow morning and working on fabric paper dolls. I want to do a gingerbread man. I want to do an ice skater. I want to do an elf. I want to do Ruby Rose. I got a lot to do. So have a great day. Go watch Dee Dee. Arlene dropped the link in there somewhere. Bye.